Welcome to Not the Fuck Gaming Podcast, a podcast where we talk about games and sometimes we don't say fuck. I am William Hououin and I'm with.
Gruebitten.
And today we have a recurring guest who is.
Leahpar.
Yeah, hi Leahpar. Heard you broke your arm. How's it going?
Well, it's hurt a little bit, but it's okay.
All right, good. It's usually your. How is it called? The Leahpar is really a big fan of not skate, but what's it called? Trotter?
No, it's a scooter.
Oh, scooter. Yeah, but scooter like a skateboard, but with an handle.
Oh yeah, the handle thing. Yeah, and the little wheel. Yeah, my kid used to love those.
Yeah, he's a big fan of that. He's doing tricks and stuff at the skate park.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's pretty good actually. And usually his days are like video games or YouTube stuff in the morning, and then afternoon is all day outside doing scooter and going to skate park, playing, soccer or basketball with his friends. And for the past 2 days, it's been pretty much screen time all day.
Yeah.
Because what he can't do anything.
Well.
And so I thought.
And getting hurt is a part of the scars of battle of becoming good.
Indeed. Yeah. Very, very true. And anyway, I thought, hey, want to join in the podcast? Maybe that will entertain you for an hour. So, practice his English. So,
good to have you back again.
Yes, here we are. So we have 2 comments to read from last week. Mike did his mission I gave him, and he commented on the show, saying, "Great show, I enjoyed listening. Star Wars Galaxies also used to do XP for dancing," referring to Chimera Land. "But they had a dancer class, so it makes sense. They would grind XP by dancing in bars, giving buffs to other players. Pretty neat mechanic to have a class.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. I would have loved to play that.
I heard a lot of good stuff about Star Wars Galaxies. Seems it was a pretty good MMO. And then he says, "I'm pretty sure that tutorials in games came about or grew bigger because most games don't have manuals anymore. They have to tell you how to play the game somehow. Is this how you don't know that Mario can jump? Keep the great work." Thank you very much, Mike, for your comment. And in the last episode, Zach was talking about a thing he wanted to see less in game, and it was tutorials, saying like, "Oh my God, why my guy is telling me to press X to jump," and stuff like that. I mean, it was most referring on how the tutorial was given.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it was written X is for jump, but his pet peeves was more about the character in the game saying, "Yo, dude, press X for jump." It's like, fourth wall breaking in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike is right. The over tutorialization in game is probably linked to game manuals. And when I was reading his comment, I felt super nostalgic for physical game manuals. I love them. Oftentimes there was some story, some lore in them, artworks. Yep. Nowadays, if you want one, you kind of have to buy the super duper deluxe edition.
Yeah. But you really read the little manual? Yeah, I never read them.
Yeah, because you're young, and it's not that way anymore. But yeah, when I was young, it was super, super nice to read the manuals. I still have a few. I'll show them to you later.
Yeah, but I have on the Switch game, I have some manual, but I never read them.
Okay, so you don't care. See, this is what happened. We're losing the youth with all those YouTube tutorial stuff. They don't read manuals anymore, even when they have them.
Can I confess that I never read the manuals either unless I absolutely had to? I would
really?
just,
So I'm the
yes,
weird
I
one
would
then.
just play the game,
Yeah.
muddle around.
All right, forget the generational thing I said. I'm just it's me. I'm out of touch. It's like
I
that's
always
inner
lost
me.
my manuals
No, it's
too.
not
So
me. It's the kids. I'm anyway. All right, I love the manuals. I always read them. Um, I miss game manuals. But yeah, Mike was had a pretty good insight on tutorials and games. They kind of have to tell you how to play since most games are digital only anyway. There's no manuals anymore. They did for a while, like um, digital manuals on the PSP. Oftentimes, the game would have like a PDF type manual game in them that you could read. That was pretty nice.
I think with the tutorial is because they're obliged to make a tutorial to. But you understand what I mean? I think it's like I think they're obliged to make a tutorial in the game.
Like like it's a law. Like they need to, or else.
I don't know.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
I mean,
think it's a law or anything like that. I just think that it's the way things are done now.
yeah, they definitely need to tell you how to play the game at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or else you get a lot of people coming in asking how to fish.
It's a Villager Than Heroes reference there. Yep.
Sorry about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it
It
was
is
good.
not just that game. A lot of games. How do I fish?
Oh,
There's fishing in a
yeah,
lot of games, so
indeed. And then we have Zach from Old Man Gaming, who was in the show but commented anyway, saying, "Hey, I listened to the show. Since I am never done talking, here's more thoughts. I have played things with creation and created not me. He's referring to character creation. I specifically went through Mass Effect a second time as a woman, and I enjoyed it better than my play. I romance Garrus." Zach is really into romantic relationship with NPCs. One of the things I love about Skyrim is there are no cutscenes whatsoever. Even the long, annoying cart ride in the beginning, you have the agency over your camera and vision. It creates this complete immersion that I love. I agree. I'm not a fan of long cutscenes anymore. I like to be able to play. I don't, interactive cutscenes are fine, but just cutscenes that you have to sit and wait for them to be over is kind of annoying.
yeah.
I mean, it
I never thought
depends.
about
Of course, it depends of the games, but yeah, I would say in general, I don't enjoy cutscenes that much anymore.
One of the things I love about Skyrim is how much choice and agency you have over the story, which must have been really, really hard to program.
Yes, and this is probably the reason I never finished Skyrim.
Nope,
Bought this game.
me
I think I
neither.
bought it 3 times. It's crazy, and I have quite a few hours logged into it, but never finished it. I get lost, and at some point, I just give up.
I keep making new characters and being like, oh, I want to try this and be this person, and yeah, so
Yeah, join that guild or that guild. Oh, I should have done this. So you go back and make another one.
At a minimum, you got to have the good playthrough and the bad playthrough.
Yes, I would agree. Then he says, on the subject of microtransaction, I'm not actually against them. What I'm against is double dipping. Oh, and triple dipping sometime, dude. If your game is free to play, then bring on the battle pass and microtransaction. I get it. It's when the game costs $70 and also had a battle pass and a loot box system and paid DLC and day one DLC. Yeah. Yeah. Great show, and I was honored to be on where we were honored that you came and joined us. Hashtag gay for Garrus. All right. Thank you very much, Zach, for your comment. Zach is doing a podcast on Old Man Gaming. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to go and watch that. I listen to their podcast religiously every Wednesday morning at work, and I've been doing so for the past, it must be 3 years now. So, anyway. That was that for the comments for last week. Well, last episode. I need to stop saying week. It's so not. Well, actually, was it last week? Or the week before? I think it was the week before, yeah. All right, anyway, what have you been playing since we last spoke? What have you been playing recently? Want to go first, Leahpar?
No. I'm gonna go after.
All right. What about you, Gru? What have you been playing?
Okay, well, that's a first. That is fine. Okay. Well, by request, I played Farmville.
All right.
There turns out to be 1 billion Farmvilles available. So, since it's the summertime and vacation time, I chose Farmville 2 Tropic Escape.
All right.
So,
how was it?
It was addictive. It really was. Yeah, it was fun. It's your typical free to play farming, creating, you start the queue of things in your little you make your little was it pineapple smoothies and pina coladas and stuff. And I should probably start with the premise is that you're opening a resort on a tropic island. So you're making these pineapple smoothies and pina coladas for your guests. And then you make like grilled crab and sushi and stuff for your guests and keep buying more facilities to make more things for your guests. There is no end of things to do in it. While you can, I did play for hours just doing one thing or another while other things were processing. You don't get a whole lot of farming area, but it doesn't matter because they've got events going on and this treasure seeking thing and this spin the wheel thing and all sorts of things you can do. And of course you gradually expand your land, and after a few days, I found myself going, okay, well, I'll delete it right after I finish this event, this searching for Bigfoot event thing that I don't know why we're searching for Bigfoot on a tropical island, but we were. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? If I'm just playing this to try it out, there's no reason I need to actually finish the event before deleting it. Okay, so I'm getting hooked here. So, yeah. I was getting hooked, so I.
So did you deleted it now?
Yes, I did. It's a free to play, and it's very, very, very tempting to buy their premium currency thing. So
I don't doubt it.
I didn't need that temptation, and I didn't need another game to play. So.
Yeah, so many games, so little time.
However.
We have to pick and choose.
It can, at least for the few days I played it, it can be played completely free. But there is a lot of temptation to spend, so.
Yeah.
I should probably say who does it. The developer is Zynga. But
all right.
Pretty much everybody knows Farmville.
Pretty much, yes.
And then a few weeks ago, actually, I played on Roblox Gruebitten, which is a rhythm game. And
doesn't ring a bell.
It's actually really well done. If you like rhythm games, it is worth giving it a look at. It's called Gruebitten with an exclamation point at the end by Gruebitten Dev. It's very polished, and they are constantly featuring new artists for their songs. This week they're featuring Team Grimoire, which I actually like their music. And Team Grimoire apparently made stuff for a rhythm game called Archaea on the Switch. which I think is a better known rhythm game.
I'm really not into rhythm game. Leahpar, do you know about Rubeats? You're playing Roblox. Well, the game that you know about it?
No.
Okay, because I know you play Roblox. So
Yeah.
I really don't. So I was wondering if you knew about it.
Oh, it's
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a 4-finger rhythm game. You got the 4 spots, and the notes come down, and you have to tap them on the beats. There's some that you have to hold, and there's daily quests, things that you can fulfill, and there's gear. Like as you play the songs, and you get graded on how well you do, and as you go up in mastery, you get more and more coins, I think it is, and then you can buy gear with that, and the gear helps you improve your scores, and so it's actually pretty complicated. As far as I could tell, there was no storyline though.
All right. Well,
I mean, it's very
a rhythm
polished
game. Yeah.
So, and the last thing I played was Zookeeper World on Apple Arcade.
Apple Arcade should. Zach's right. Apple Arcade should sponsor us. By
Kitaretsu Incorporated. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kitaretsu, I guess. Anyways,
how was it?
It's a match 3 game where you match them and get the coins to buy your zoo stuff. So it's a lot like that game I played a few weeks ago that I accidentally insulted and didn't mean to. Was it Grindstone?
Yeah, Grindstone. What a fantastic moment it was. I wish I could relive it for the first time. Oh my god, that was so good.
No, I mean, it's a perfectly great match game. I mean, it's actually a really good match game. It's just
No, but I mean, it's fine that it doesn't appeal to you. There's a bunch of games that, even though they're like the best of the genre, it just does nothing for me because I don't like that type of game. I didn't think your reaction was a dig against Grindstone. It's just it's not your cup of tea. That's
exactly.
Just it. It's not that the game is bad.
I don't care for match games.
Yeah, so it's fine, but it was so good. The reaction was so genuine. It was great. But anyway.
Well, at any rate, if like Grindstone is like the RPG of match games, then Zookeeper World is basically it's like a sim of match games. It's a sim of keeping a zoo, but it's a match game thing. So you have to do your little match game to get all your coins to buy your stuff for your zoo.
Huh. So did you enjoy this more than Grindstone or less?
I'd say
it's kind of all the same, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I kind of like the style of Grindstone better. I thought that the humor was a little bit more funny, but that's just my taste. They were both ran well. Oh, I did try the Zookeeper World and Farmville 2 on my old iPad just to see how well they would run on an old, weak device. Because as you know, that's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
Having to have the latest and greatest in order to play a game. Zookeeper World ran smoothly and beautifully on my old iPad. Farmville 2 lagged like crazy when it first loaded and struggled a bit, but it worked.
All right. Well,
Roblox does not run on my old iPad. It really struggles. So
Roblox is way more taxing than most people would think.
Yeah.
Even on my iPad is like just a normal iPad, but it's like the current normal iPad.
Mhm.
And when I play Roblox with my daughter, it gets really hot.
Oh.
It's really
Yeah.
taxing. Roblox is takes a lot more power than one might think. Of course, when you go to the setting and turn down the visual, it helps a lot. But yeah, on the highest setting, Roblox is very taxing.
Yeah, well, on my brand new iPad Pro, Roblox and Robeats ran perfectly smoothly. One thing I found was impressive is this is a rhythm game that's being live over the internet and it's running smoothly. I didn't even think about it until after I finished playing. But yeah, there was no lag with the beats or anything.
Yeah, it's very important in a rhythm game where timing is key.
Yeah.
You cannot have much lag. Yeah. So yeah, it's impressive. Yeah. That's pretty
And
good.
that's it. That's what I did.
All right. Well, Leahpar, you want to go or
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
go. Okay, your turn.
I played Cityscape on Apple Arcade.
All right.
I don't know.
What type of game is it?
Yeah, it's like you are making your city. There is
Oh
like
yeah. Yeah,
this game.
it's like Sim City. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Sounds fun.
yeah. But after I played like 4 hours, I don't know what to do because I did everything I wanted. So it's a good game, but it's don't
Maybe
take much before I don't want to play anymore.
maybe it needs more content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I replayed Minecraft because I stopped for so many years. I didn't play Minecraft. Now I retry. It's nice.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was an
Yeah.
update on the on Minecraft on Switch. There hasn't been an update in a very long time.
Yeah, like
And
3 years. But they said that the Bedrock version developer will work more on the Bedrock version to have the same as the Java version. So I'm
which
gonna
is
be update with Java is the main one. It's the main game
yeah.
that play on PC and everything.
And
That play on
Bedrock is
PC.
like a port for
Yeah,
consoles.
Bedrock was created when Microsoft buy Minecraft. They create that so everybody can play.
All right. So quite a bit of Minecraft with the new update.
Yeah,
What else? Oh, I saw that big Leahpar started building big mansion stuff
yeah,
with
Oh,
pillars
cool.
in the entrance. Yeah. He's really working on his building stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
After I played Geometry Dash. I'm not that good compared to my friends.
My kid used to play Geometry Dash. She still does sometimes.
It's a platformer, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. After I Terraria. I
Of
play
course.
Terraria, of course. Yeah.
Ishan will be happy to hear that at least one person in this house is playing Terraria.
You too. You're playing, but not as much as me.
The thing with Terraria is that
It's
I
in
don't
2D.
yeah, it definitely helps. Yeah, it helps, but I, I I'm not compelled to accomplish anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a large world with a lot of stuff to do, and at the same time, I'm not directed at doing something. When you're telling me I go gather those stuff, I go and I gather them, and it's fine. But once I'm on my own, I'm like, yeah, why? Why do I have to do this? So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ishan will be happy to know that you're
Yeah.
playing Terraria.
But I want to do the wall of flesh with you.
Yeah. We'll do that.
That I
boss.
want to do it with you.
Yeah,
The boss, I
well,
want to do it with you.
yeah. All right, and
Wall
then
of flesh. That sounds.
it's exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, it sounds so icky.
Yeah, yeah. It's exactly what you think it is.
After, I don't know. You know the game Paradise something?
Burnout
Yeah,
Paradise.
Burnout Paradise.
It's a racing game, kind
Yeah,
of.
it's like I don't know what is it in English. Like Monde ouvert.
Oh, it's an open world
Yeah.
racing game.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the same. It's an open world racing game. There is some quest and race that you can do, but it's not obligated. You can just play normally. But it's not like just a race you need to go there to there. There's like there is some car that try to break your car so you don't win. There is the race, and there is that you need to break some other car. But when you upgrade and everything, there is some special car that is in the city, and if you break them, you have this new car. There is some stat on every car, like the durability, the speed, the boost, everything. So I start to play that.
Yeah, I watched you play a bit. It looks great. He's playing on a Switch, and it's
Yeah.
very impressive. Very, very impressive. The Switch is not known for its amazing power.
Yeah, I've got a Switch, and yeah, it's a little weak, but
yeah, but it looks great. No lag, no frame drops.
oh wow,
Yeah. It's pretty good,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was impressed, and it's pretty cool. You're just driving around, and some quest
Yeah.
triggers, some race starts, but it's not on a closed circuit. It's just in the city, and yeah, like he said, when you
Yeah.
break car, you unlock them to be able to use them when you go to the
But that's
garage.
not with every car.
Yeah, no.
Like after a race, it will said like it's in French, but I will try to translate. This car is in the city. Try if you see it, try to stop it, so you will get it.
Oh, so you get little like bonus quest things.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah.
I have
Yes.
9 car on 75.
Yes. Well,
on
on
one category.
yeah, because the police car you have 33 out of 35, so it's going very well.
Yeah. I always have 33 and 35 if you want to know the reality. That's
Okay. All right.
I think that's all.
Seems you've been enjoying quite a bit of games, which is great because with your broken arm, there's not that much you can do.
I can take a controller with my hand.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Well, that actually brings up a point about games and about accommodations and ability for people with disabilities to use them. Like there are some people who only have one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that many games you can play with one hand.
Yeah.
One hand.
I try.
There is some, but
I try to play Minecraft on my tablet. It's really hard because you need to change your POV and everything. You need to jump, sometime run and everything. That's so hard.
Yeah, with one hand, it's
yeah.
I think it's easier for you right now to play with the controller than on
really.
a tablet, on a screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the geometry dash because you just need to tap, hold, double tap. But it's not my good hand, so it's harder, but...
Oh, yes, because Leahpar is actually a left-handed person, and he broke his left arm. So this is...
Of course.
Yeah,
always,
so
yeah.
even stuff like brushing his teeth is kind of a...
Yeah. having a
eating.
fork,
Yeah,
in my
yes.
hand.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good, but it's not perfect.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. But yeah, you're doing all right. Um,
Hey, it'll serve you well though, getting that practice in with the other hand.
Yeah.
I broke my
yeah.
right arm. I'm right-handed. I broke my right arm when I was in high school, falling off my horse. Um, and yeah, I was in a cast for 3 months, and
Yeah.
I had to take my midterm exams with my left hand.
Ooh,
I
a
was
lot of writing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
must have been rough.
I was unlucky because I finished school for the vacation.
Yeah.
Later that day, I said I'm gonna go see my friends. I fall off my bike and
Oh no.
I finished at the hospital.
Great start to vacation.
Great start.
Yeah.
We're off to a great start. But yeah. Well, it happens, I guess.
Yeah.
So what
So
have you been playing?
yeah, I've been playing quite a few things. Not that many new games, but I've been going back to Scourgebringer because it got on sale. I talked about this in the last episode that I was looking for a sale on the game on PlayStation to grind all the trophies once again because I have all the achievement on the mobile version. And so it got on sale. I don't know if we're being listened to by people that much, but it's a nice coincidence. And
You're
bought it, did a stream, got 15 trophies out of 42 in about 1 hour and a half. So
That's good.
that's
Yeah,
good. I'm
good.
gonna get that platinum trophy on PlayStation. And it's amazing playing the game on the big screen. You know, I went from my 6 inches phone to a 50 inches TV.
Oh
It's
wow.
pretty nice. Oh, it's nice. It's really really nice. And the game is a bit different. The way you smash ball it back to enemies is definitely different. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'll have to compare some footage between the two, but it's a bit different,
That's
and it's different
interesting.
to play with a big controller too, instead of the backbone on my phone. So yeah, I've been playing a bit of that. It was nice. Um, I've I did the whole playthrough of After Plays, the game made by one dude who won the Apple Design Award. Um, I did that on stream. You were there. Thank you for keeping me company. Um, and it's so good. After Plays, you know, I often talk about how much I enjoy a game with a tag price, like I $20 enjoy this game.
Mhm.
After Plays, I $80 enjoy the game. It's crazy. It's really, really good. The NPCs are so charming and full of personality. The story is good. It's in an open world, very Zelda-like type of game.
Yeah, it was really interesting to watch, and I wish I could have caught the last bit at the end. I'll have to watch that later.
Yeah, it's available on the channel. But yeah, and I've been wanting for a while to do a playthrough because there's a bunch of different endings depending on how you play the game. You
The
can
humor.
oh the yeah. It's very funny. It's
Yeah,
very
the
very funny.
humor in it is great. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
humor in a game.
Yeah, great writing, super funny. Um, and you can choose to ignore every NPC in the game and finish the game, but then you'll get a very meh ending. But if you
Mhm.
interact with them, talk with them, do the quests they give you, and when I say quest, is more like uh, general directions. It's not like there's no quest marker or quest list. There's no item list to check. It's just but they give you some indications, and if you follow them, you get the best ending. And there
Mhm.
was nothing on YouTube about that, and so I really wanted to make a full playthrough explaining what to do to get the good ending, and so I did. It's done. I'm happy.
Nice.
So it's one of your favorite game.
Well, there's a lot of games that are my favorite games. You
Yeah.
told me that the other day when I told you, oh man, Scourgebringer is one of the best game of all time. And Leahpar said to me, Well, you always say that to every game you play. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree fully with that statement, but it's true that when I like a game, I really like a game.
Well, you
So
didn't say that about the game you played this morning.
yes, so yeah, so after so yeah, I did that playthrough of Afterplays, and then I tried that Gollum game, that Lord of the Rings Gollum game. It was very heated on the internet, but you know, hyperbole is the only language of the internet.
Oh yeah.
People pretty much said that Gollum was the worst game of all time. That it was like it was worse than World War II as a catastrophe on humanity.
Oh my.
Look, I've played an hour of the game this morning. Gruebitten was here keeping me company. I really appreciate it. And look, I'll preface this with saying it is not a good game. Okay, don't go out and buy the game because I'm gonna say some good things about the game, but this is not a good game. This is like a stealth game with some platforming elements. Um, the game looks. I've played on a base PS4, so the texture were pretty bad, but the environment are pretty all right. Well, it's in Mordor, so it's mostly it's a lot of black rocks and lava, so there's not that much to not that much of a sightseeing stuff. But it's fine. Gollum is controlling all right. He's jumping and running like a character should do in a third person actiony type of game. But it's just not that fun to play. The music is good. If I had to prop something, it would be the music. I like the music and sound design. The voice acting seems to be all right. I don't know if it's the original voice of the cast of Lord of the Ring because I watched the movies in French, so I'm not too sure about the voices. But yeah, okay, no, it's not. All right. So I was wondering if it was the original cast. That would have been great. But
Definitely not.
okay, it's not good.
I don't think
Well,
so. Not if. I mean, I was never a huge fan of the movies. I know that's not a popular position, but
oh no, it's fine. It's not. It's fine. You can hate the movies. It's okay. I know you
no,
don't
they
hate
were
it, but
fine. I just I grew up reading the books and loving the books, and just steeped in the lore, and they changed a few key things in the movies that were totally unnecessary to change.
yeah, I
And it
know a
wasn't
few of
like
them. Yeah,
there are some that are just superficial changes, and I really don't care about those. But there is a couple things that there's definite message and meaning to the story, and it changed it. And I'm like, oh, ouch.
yeah.
I just that bothers me. If you write a book and you're trying to give a message across, that's the message you want out there.
I think one of the biggest changes, at least that I know, is how in the books Frodo comes back to um, how to say. I'm not even sure of the name. You know the white magician that is actually not good. Um,
Oh,
in French, it's Saruman, but
yeah,
I'm not sure. Okay,
Saruman.
so in the movie he dies, but in the books he actually go to the Hobbit place and take control of it, and then Frodo
Yeah.
comes back and save it. Is it? No, it's not Frodo. It's the two. I don't know the name in English. Anyway, there's quite
Well,
a big
all of them
change
did.
there. Yeah. The hobbits come back from their journey and save the
Yeah.
Hobbit place. Yeah. I thought that was one of the big changes from the books, but I only read the books once, so I'm not as
I can
as a lore buff
see.
than you.
I can
But
see
it's
cutting it though, because that makes the movie a lot longer.
yeah, well, yeah, of course, yeah.
For me, the absolute for me the breaking point was when they're at Weathertop and the race attack, the ring race attack. In the book, Frodo attacks out of courage, and he actually attacks the ring wraith. He gets so scared he attacks. In the movie, he tries to run away. That is a huge
Yeah.
difference in character. When you're terrified, choosing to face and go at your fear versus fleeing from it. A huge, huge character change. And we're talking about the main character. You turned him in from a brave person to a coward.
Yeah, and
it drives
the
me
movie.
nuts.
Yeah, it would not have changed the length of the movie to keep his.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was completely and totally unnecessary. There was no reason to make him a coward. I'm like, what? Why? It changed absolutely nothing about the plot, nothing about anything. I mean, the same results happened. He gets wounded, blah blah blah. So why did they make that change?
Yeah. Well, I
All it
cannot
does
answer. We'll try for next episode. We'll try to have Peter Jackson as a guest explaining us. That would be great. But it won't happen. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, one of the main themes of the book was the courage of the hobbits and how people underestimated them because they were small and looked weak. Yeah, and how despite being small and weak, they were really
they're the one able to save the world.
Yeah. And it's like, let's just throw that theme out the window. Yep.
Yeah, I understand your position on this. It's I think it's very valid. Yeah.
We got totally off track. I went on a rant. Sorry.
It's fine. I don't even have a talking point for this episode. I don't even have the stupid question. So we're very free to go on tangent because I was not prepared. You know, I streamed a lot this weekend. And we went to the hospital and stuff. It changed the routine quite a bit. And it's kind of taxing to stream in for your free time in some ways. I cannot explain it really more than that, but I kind of did not prepare because just before I was streaming Gotham, so. But anyway, I'm never really that prepared, and you always have the subject 5 minutes in advance, so it's not like it's a huge difference. But anyway, yeah, Gotham. They charge. I mean, I know you know because I told you, but they charge $80 for Gotham, and I think this is what's making people mad because I don't have the same investment in the game as if I bought it. I got it for free at the library. I borrowed it. I haven't paid for it. So I haven't lost anything apart from 1 hour of my time playing it. It's not like, So I think that pricing in games, it occurred to me just this morning playing Gotham. And it happened a few times in the past few months. And it kind of occurred to me that pricing in video game, the logic is like out of the window right now. You have a bunch of indie games, very polished, that works really well, that are very good, priced around $10, that offers you like 50 hours of good gameplay. And then you have those AAA games that are sometimes so broken you cannot play them for a week on PC because the port is complete garbage, and they ask for
Sims 4.
Yeah, Sims 4. The Dead Space remake is now good, but I've seen JTB trying to play it on release on PC, and it was just not working.
Yeah, my kid wanted it. I bought it and regretted.
Yeah, right now it seems it's all right. Right now it seems. Oh, is it Dead
Yes, it's
Space or?
working fine now.
Yeah, okay. But and they're asking for big money. Sometimes with taxes, it's here in Canada. It goes up to $100. It's kind of crazy, and you have those little games made by two people at $8.99 that that works flawlessly day one, and they're
Or
good.
if there's a bug, you report it and they get on it right away.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sometimes, of course, indie games have bugs too, but yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, it's so weird right now. And that Gollum game, I went to howlongtobeat.com to see the stats on that, and it's a 12-hour game. And from what I've saw, there's not a whole lot of replayability value. I think once I don't know if I will play again. I didn't dislike it enough to uninstall it right now. I might go back a bit, see where it leads story wise. But yeah, it's I $5 enjoy it. It's not very good.
But the game of Golem that is $80 for 12 hours.
Yes.
Zelda Breath of the Wild was $80 too for like 60 hours of game. I don't remember 40. I don't know, but sometimes
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is definitely a way more polished game.
Yeah.
Even though we here on this podcast, you might not know that, but we tend to throw some hate at those new Zelda games because of the weapon breaking.
Yeah.
I know it annoyed you quite a bit too, but it's not to say that Breath of the Wild is a bad game or
No.
that it's
I
not
tried
polished.
it.
I think it's a great game. I understand why a lot of people like the game. It's just that
not for us.
Not for us. Yeah,
It's
we're
a good
not.
game. It's a good game, but with the weapon and everything, I was stuck in the elephant because
Yep.
my weapon were broke after I hit 3 times something, and I cannot go to the last checkpoint because when I was jumping into the water, I was just losing life. So I need to restart a new game. But
Oh,
we
Yeah,
we borrowed it at the
at the
library,
library.
so we didn't think about it.
Yeah, I was there. I can say it's exactly what happened. He was really stuck. He was like soft lock, because he didn't have enough weapon to kill the boss, and he couldn't exit where he was. So
I couldn't
that's
go
so
to the bus.
discouraging.
yeah,
Because of that, I couldn't go to the bus.
and maybe there's a way out of this that we didn't think about. So I'm not saying, like, somebody could comment here and say, oh, you should have done this or that, but I was with him, googled a bit, tried to think of a way to get out of this, and I just didn't find any way. And it was like 5 hours maybe into the game, something like that.
Yeah.
And didn't like it enough to start a new game. So yeah. But with all that said, I think that Breath of the Wild has a lot more ground to be prized the way it is than a game like Gotham.
Yeah.
Well, if you can deal with the weapon breaking mechanic, it's a good game.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
just that for me, that mechanic was a deal breaker.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, at least Gollum is working. I didn't add any crashes during my hour with it. Like, at least it's working. I can tell you that the game works. And yeah, it's not as bad as people say. It's just not worth the asking price.
I think you hit the nail on the head with that. Is that what happened is people paid ultra premium price, so they expected ultra premium gameplay, and they got average to below average gameplay, probably below average gameplay, I guess.
Yep, exactly that.
Yeah, they got discount gameplay at a premium price, and that just, then you hate on it.
And then you're mad that you paid that price, and then you go on the internet and say it's the worst game of all time, when it's actually not.
It's like me and Sims. I have a grudge against them now.
Yeah, and you're right about it. You're right to be. They're setting you a product. The product needs to work.
I mean, even if it works now, it didn't work for like 2 years or a year. I don't even know how long. But so
but
I still have a grudge. I'm not playing it anymore. I won't touch it.
Yeah, and one last thing that I've played that I didn't mention in the last episode was Limbo. I don't think I talked about Limbo in the last episode. I need to finish that playthrough. I started it on stream like 3 weeks ago, and it's like a platforming game with some puzzle elements in it, and it's way more gorier and dark than I anticipated. At some point, you take a leg off of a giant spider, and you see the dismemberment of this. It's crazy.
And not only do you have to do it once, you had to do it over and over, as I recall. That was quite the scene.
Yeah, it's really rough. I didn't think I played that on Apple Arcade, sponsor us, and and it's pretty good. I really want to go back to it. I've just been busy with other games, but it's pretty good. I liked it, like the atmosphere, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it would be a pretty tame platforming game, and it's actually super gory. So
it's funny because I actually bought it years ago before Apple Arcade was a thing, and I thought it was a kid's game too.
Yeah.
And it definitely is not.
Yep. And we're doing this quite a bit. I'm trying these days to buy less games and play the ones I have. Oh, man, I almost forgot. Crazy. I've been way back when I had a PS3, and I've played Dragon's Dogma on it. It's made by Capcom. There's some element of Monster Hunter and some elements of I would say Dark Souls or Skyrim. It's basically an action RPG, but you can climb on top of the big monsters. At night it gets super dark. You need a lantern to see where you're going. The story is pretty good. And I've played that way back when, and at some point they did an HD remaster for PS4, and bought it when it was on sale. Bought it like 2-3 years ago, and I haven't played it. And so they did announce recently the Dragon's Dogma 2 game that is coming in the next probably year or so, and thought, hey, I need to go back to Dragon's Dogma. Started a new game and really enjoyed it. The comeback is really fun. There's like 3 classes you can be, like magician, rogue, or warrior. I'm playing the rogue, like the twin daggers and bow combo. It's pretty cool. I don't have a lot to say. Just restarted it. But Dragon's Dogma is a very, very good action RPG. Really, if you can get this on sale, well, if you like action RPG, it's a very good game, and I don't think it's underrated, because pretty much all the reviews are really, really good. But it's an underplayed game. It's a forgotten game. People don't think, when they think, oh, I want to play an action RPG, they don't think Dragon's Dogma, and they should, because it's really good. So yeah. That's all. That's all I've been playing.
Wow. I don't think that's all. We seem to have played a lot of games this week.
Yeah. Well, those past 2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. But yeah, I've played a lot of games. It's been 2023 has been really great for me in gaming. Not necessarily playing games released this year, but games in general. I really enjoy my 2023 gaming year. Oh, and just before we finish, we don't have a city question this week because I forgot to find one. But on August 2nd, it's going to be 1 year we've been doing this.
Of the podcast.
Yep,
Oh,
of the
wow.
Not the Fuck Gaming podcast. That's going to be the 1 year anniversary, August 2nd.
Oh, we got to do something special.
We should, yeah, we should.
Yeah.
We should do an episode. We could try to bring all the guests. We could do a
Oh my gosh.
clusterfuck episode with all the guests. So we could get Zach, Brad, Leahpar, and Imp.
Yeah.
And we could do a special clusterfuck episode.
We could all talk at once and nobody would understand a thing.
Yup, and that's gonna be the anniversary episode. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to mention it. We've been doing that for almost a year. This is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it.
Wow. That's
yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. So-
Oh, it's fine. We've been going at it for an hour anyway. So anybody has any last comment, last thing to say?
Gosh.
No.
No? All right. No, it's fine. It can
Well,
be no.
I
The answer
Have
can
dead
be
here.
no. It's all right. So thank you very much for listening. Leave us your comment. Mike, I'm counting on you. Zach, I know you will. And yeah, thanks to both of you to have talked game with me. It's always a pleasure.
We should think of a silly question before we go. I mean,
We should.
Come on. The three of us, we can think of a silly question.
Okay, what do you have any silly question to ask?
Why is my mind so blank today?
Mm-hmm. Mine is too. I usually just Google dumb question to ask your friends, and there's a bunch of list that comes up. But sometimes they just are not very good. So you need to read a bit to find one.
Okay, here's one that actually might be a little bit controversial.
All right, go ahead. We tapped a bit into conspiracy theories last time, anyway.
Okay. Should you dress up your cat for Halloween?
No.
Leahpar really likes this word. No. Hey,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about your game first? No.
But
It's
first,
refreshing, though.
It is. It is. It shakes us up a bit. I don't think you should. For the love of all that is good, and for the well-being of your cat, don't dress up your cat.
it's not
Cats
the
don't
cat.
like this.
Yeah, and it's not the cat that's gonna open the door. Trick or treat. And he's gonna give the candy. It's not the cat. And the cat
Indeed.
will probably the
Can I
person will probably don't see the cat. So why you need to dress your cat?
I don't know, but I played a trick on my cats for Halloween once.
What did you do?
I bought a wooden snake that had
Oh,
joints and could
God.
move,
Oh,
and then I actually hid under the bed with it,
oh my God.
and I waited for him to walk by.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then I wriggled it out of them. Oh, they jumped.
Of course, the cats really hates that. Cats and snake, it's not a good mix.
Yeah.
Oh,
After
I'm
your
normally nice to my cats, I swear.
after this day, your cat don't love you anymore.
Oh, unbelievably, they still did.
Probably.
Most of my
Yeah.
cats will not tolerate being put in costumes, but we do have one now. We have a big white male cat, and he is so sweet and so gentle that yes, we bought him a costume and dressed him up in it for Halloween. And he patiently sat there and wore it while we took pictures. And then we took it right back off.
Hey, do you have any pictures of that?
We do.
Send me one if you want.
I
I'll
have to
put it.
find it. Yeah.
I'll put it if you can.
Hopefully it's not on my old phone.
Yeah, well, if it's too much of a hassle, just
No,
don't.
no.
But
He
if
was
you can,
super cute.
if you can send me the picture, I think it would be for a great ending of the video to see your cat dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah.
I think it would be funny. All right, so we did a silly question, a last minute silly question. So this is it,
Yeah,
I
but
think.
yeah.
All right. Thanks a bunch for watching, listening. Leave us your comments. If you have an idea for a silly question, type it in the comment section.
Oh,
And
there you
we'll,
go. That's a great idea.
Yeah, we'll cover it if you have a silly question. So if we have one in the comments, I won't forget to bring one. So yeah, there we go. All right. Thanks for talking games with me.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Go do stuff.